Okay, we're clearing out this tank now. So I got most of the plants out. I've already lowered this much. I'm gonna clean the glass off the front, then go around and get the rest of it and leave the cat litter. Just take the sand. You can see how high the sand is that I'm taking out. So right here, all my plants on a table, one bag of soil. There's my escape. I am not happy with you right now. Hey guys, I'm gonna do an update today. I meant to do one the other day, but I didn't get to it. So here's the 90p, and it probably doesn't look much different, but I have moved a couple things around a little bit. Like, took some of these woods right here and kind of pushed them up and back a little bit, and just kind of barely tweaked a couple of the pieces of wood back here and stuff so that everything syncs up better. And we still got the sand where it was cleared out. Fleeco's making a mess from back here, but so we'll just take a quick look at it. The flamingo patch, and then the background stems back there, I probably will knock those down. But I did get a couple of plants. I got a few stems of Rotala colorata, because I used to have those and I loved them, so I kind of want to go back to those. I've been using just Rotala OJ for a while now. Here's some of the Crypt Tropica hybrid. And I don't know if this is just how they grow. I guess this is just how they grow. Maybe they've stabilized. A couple of flamingos in the front, and a crypt. I think that was a Winty green. I don't remember, but I put it right there. In the corner here, I got a couple little S repens. I don't know. I might put these S repens in this little hole here. I haven't had S repens in a long time, and I've killed them many times, so figured I'd try them again. So I got a couple of them, and that's pretty much the look at the 90p right now. So we haven't really looked at this tank since I redid it, but this is a 38 gallon that was next to it. It was low tech before, and I added CO2. Well, now I redid it. I took out the sand. I vacuumed out all the sand and stuff, and I got like a slight couple minutes of video of that, halfway through the process. But so you can see this is a Fluval 3.0 plant, 3.0. So I mean, everything looks, well, I mean, yellow, but I got a couple of Reineke variegateds here, and a couple of crypts in the front. A green gecko that is a Pahang mutated, like a Nuri Pahang mutated, Pahang or Pahang, I don't know how you say that. Got a couple Alternanthera Altipus in the front. And these are just some Winty bronze, or, well, yeah, I think those three are Winty bronze. Yeah, they should be. I don't remember. I think that one was a regular Nuri, but it could just be one of those. I don't know. I can't even tell those apart anymore. I still like them, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep them or not, because of the fact that I just cannot ID them. This was a few Reinekes left over that were in the corner up there when I had trimmed them down, but I may just get rid of these Reinekes, so just keep the variegateds, because I've had variegateds before and they grow really great for me. One stem of Hautania, Rotala colorata again. So one thing I loved about Rotala colorata versus orange juice is Rotala colorata tends to lay down as it grows, just like Rotala green does. Rotala green will lay over and kind of like creep over and branch out with the leaves. The leaves kind of pointed up, but the stems pointed kind of down like a wave motion, and it will kind of cover more like grass. You can trim it hard and it keeps growing back and growing back. Rotala green is like that. But I've been using Rotala OJ, which grows more like up. It might lean out to the sides a little bit, but it mostly grows up. It doesn't lean over. So you can see some of these are getting that lean already. Lean out sideways and get the little ones branching up from them. I love that. So I'm gonna take some of the Cryptobaitas from the other tank and put them in this little hole in the middle. Maybe take the OJs out from the other tank and replace them with Colorados. So I've got the few species grouped up, but pretty much pretty basic. I mean, I'm not real good at grouping. I kind of started off with the plan over here, and then ended up halfway through I just started plugging everything as it got late, and you can kind of see that, but I kind of like it better on the right side where I just started plugging everything. When things start to fill in a little more, and then I can trim them down a little bit, maybe they'll be grouped up. But I'm not good at this whole, whatever you call this, farm style, Dutch style. I'm not good at this. Really not good at this. Kind of feel like I'm not too much good at scaping or the farm style really lately. But it's not all about how perfect it is. These plecos, I felt bad. I drained this whole thing down.
Whoa!
When I drained this whole tank down, the way that I drained it was I had a siphon, and I was using this siphon and this bucket here to suck out the sand. And after bucket, I would dump the water out, and then every once in a while I go dump the sand out. I felt bad. I got the water all the way down to here, and this piece of wood was laying sideways, and I see why this pleco, why the male is always in this hole, because I found pleco eggs in that hole. I felt really bad because I had just destroyed the tank. The water level was a little bit like, this was laying on its side in the hole that the eggs are in the wood. There was like a little bit of water covering it, but I don't think that the draining the water would be the problem for the eggs. I think the problem here would be more the fact that I filled it up with a bag of new Amazonia, and then trying to do a daily water change ever since, like you're supposed to do with Amazonia. But you know, Amazonia makes ammonia, so hopefully the eggs survive. He went right back in there after I refilled it. I was real careful about them, but he went back in there. He's still guarding them. Most of the eggs look yellow. A couple of them look white, so they should be survivors. And also, I do have a couple of the Aromatica stems back here. Like, hard to see. I need to regroup some of these, but I'm trying to let them just get going. There's some Aromatica here. But from these right here, Aromatica, those are newer. Those are Aromatica minis. I've never had Aromatica minis before. I'm not sure if it's the same thing as Aromatica. I know I love Aromaticas, but without blasting the shit out of them with light, Aromaticas, they're kind of big. So that's why I tend to not use them much. Some of my favorite plants I kind of don't use much because they get so big. But in this tank I can keep them in the back and let them get bigger. But yeah, that's that tank. You saw this tank. The stems are growing in the back, but I'm probably going to end up yanking them out to put Colorados there instead. But that's it.